Championship, Adagio 56.56 win ratio, but for Gangstar specifically, it's sitting at pretty much mirroring that 53.33 during the regular season for them. So Vox liking the Vox pick, but there's that Baron.
I don't know if you guys can hear it through the mic.
Either way, I'm sure we need to just get into this game and find out. So let's get into it. Team Secret 2-1 up, game 4. And one away for Team Secret to possibly be the first European team to take out NA.
It's certainly shaping up nicely for them, but never say never by the time all of this is said and done here, Dowsy. So Gangstar's 3-man invade early on. This is our first Vox of the series. It has been pretty much on permaban status, and now coming into this one, I actually expected Secret to be the ones to pick it up, but Iraqi, just like what Bacon said, he has a much better win rate with a Vox over a Baron.
Yeah, and that's a huge statistic that Gankstars, we kind of had a bit of chat with them, and they said they don't really care about comfort picks here for court. They will play whatever they feel is necessary to take a win. Well, maybe we are falling back to a bit more of a comfort pick, a pick that Gankstars used to great success during their seasonal play to find wins. What I do know is that Xenotech yesterday gave me heart palpitations with his Grumpjaw, so if you think I'm the Doom is the bee's knees as far as this series is concerned, then perhaps just wait a second to see what Xenotech can do.
Yeah, if you weren't watching yesterday, he put out an amazing performance. Grumpjaw really did become the focus of that series, just like it has become the focus of this one on top of it. And, we started off actually really strong with Xenotech, right? He brought out that Crow, got them that very convincing win, but Gankstars kind of fell down a little bit down the hill on that. So Xenotech, it really is going to come down to what Rek can do, what Xenotech can do. Rek got eaten so many times during a Verse of Judgment, so the Verse, just by itself, not going to get shut down nearly as easily this round. I mean, that can really put a lot more power to Rekt as well.
Team Secret have many ways to take fights early. Justman with a prediction impale. Wasn't so sure if that mustache bush was occupied, so we decided let's just use the cooldown. I'm the Doom looking to take away this Elder Treant, but Xenotech will secure it. Now he has the healing, and I'm the Doom has to be careful. Rekt, he's coming around the corner as well, and he gets buffed up. I'm the Doom with a shield, but is the shield enough? Araki's always going to get the cutoff, and first blood, it's Gankstars.
Just staying on top of him right there. Xenotech just not letting go. He's like a dog with a bone, but Rekt coming down, applying the fire.
That's an impale. That's a lot of damage. Araki getting the heal. They're trying to turn straight onto Justman. Tricky just being ignored here. Justman has no cooldowns, so there's no way Team Secret can re-engage that fight for core. An attempt by Team Secret to try and get something here. Xenotech is actually invading, but the healing this time goes to I'm the Doom. That is crucial to try and keep Xenotech out of this one. He's going very low. Araki coming in very low on energy as well, and perhaps a lot of respect shown, maybe too much. An impale onto Rekt. That's looking like a kill, and it is. I'm the Doom strikes back. He's looking for another, and point boots pop. Xenotech the focus. Here comes Tricky as well. Team Secret, you do not steal jungle from us. A double for Doom, and now Araki to try and escape. The on point not in range, so Team Secret, they're not going to chase a dog who's got its tail between its legs. They're going to just try and steal as much farm away as possible.
Xenotech really thinking that round 2 would go their way there as well, but just like we saw a 3-man collapse from Gankstars, Team Secret make that rotation happen, get those 2 kills, and really, like, I'm the Doom, Justman, they're going to have a bit of power when it comes to these jungle fights, especially once we hit level 6 there for I'm the Doom on top of things, because he will have that barrel roll. But Justman absolutely adores playing around in these corridors, in these jungles, lots of walls for the Githians, and Rekt, I mean, he got hit by that impale early on, and he looked like he was trying to make an escape, but there was going to be a Githian there anyways. It's like, there was just so much power to the comp there of Team Secret.
That's going to be a Storm Crown now completed here for Xenotech. Bit of a cooldown burst as well as the true damage that comes through as well. Fountain there for Justman as well. I'm the Doom hasn't quite completed his first item, but we'll have to see where he does go with that. It's looking like it may just be a Shatter Glass for I'm the Doom. Make sure those on points are just replicating his favorite ability, the Glimmer Shot of Kestrel. Team Secret, a lot of early aggression as Tricky dives forward, but here comes Xenotech around the corner, and Team Secret, they're pushed right on up. Giffian Wall knocks Xenotech out, but he wants I'm the Doom, and I'm the Doom's going very low. Fountain pop, He gets the hill. They're diving forward. Tricky goes in. Araki, one more auto attack is necessary, and that will take Araki down. Xenotech just about escapes, but Team Secret turn that fight around.
Tunnel vision. That's a lot of the word of the day in this series, especially these last two games. But Xeno does bring down Doom low, but if you can't get that kill, there's no way you can kite through it. Oh my goodness!
What was that? An impale to secure the kill. Team Secret, they are hungry for this win forecourt, and Gankstars, they are struggling to hold on in this early game.
All right, so if I'm the Doom does go into that Shatter Glass, I really think that the momentum carrying them forward here could actually make that happen. And that means Tricky will have that Sora Blade. I'm the Doom into a Shatter Glass. All of a sudden, big upfront damage. And if you land the Impale, if you fight in these quarters, Adjustment gets a Githian, you're just a sitting duck for that damage.
And right now, with I'm the Doom rounding that corner for the Shadow Glass, you just have to feel that the item spike that has just been unlocked here for Team Secret is so huge. Xenotech, he is not quite getting towards that Aftershock. In fact, he's going into armor against a Baron in his early game. A lot of respect being shown to Tricky, who's just awakened here on the stage.
All right, so if Xeno goes into that early Atlas, he is really making sure that he's just a frontliner. Like, a lot of this damage is going to be relying on top of Araki Zoro, who is into the weapon, but it looks like more sustain, not rather big damage. Like, there's no Sora Blade here yet. If he does go into the double sustain, I fear for Gankstars.
Xenotech, level 6, stuff unlocked. It's an entirely new story when there's a man out of the fight. The good thing about having a Black Feather on your team is that he is so mobile and so hard to swallow. Justman, he can knock you out of the Grumpjaw's belly, but not if he's the one swallowed up. Here comes the Engager, Giphian Wall. That disengages the fight. They're going back in. It's going to be Justman swallowed up, but Xenotech will drop him as Tricky takes down Xenotech. Araki Zoro runs away. Justman not finding the Impale just yet, but it's still onto that Treant, means that there's no way Gankstars can stick around, and perhaps the turret will be taken for Team Secret.
Yeah, a little bit of a miscommunication there with Xenotech and the stuff on that, but into that 3v1 situation, he was basically more or less just left to die at that point, and the damage is really stacking up. Secret had 2 infusions on that fight as well.
Minion candy as well. The turret stood no chance. The gold is stacking up for Team Secret as they round the Tri-Bush corner. There's the replay of that fight forecourt.
Yeah, and just like so far forward, you cannot keep running blindly into Tricky like this. Xenotech goes one way, Rekt has already made his exit onto the fight, and Araki Zoro just going to take that cue and make an exit left, but just split up and not finding these targets.
Team Secret, man, they are feeling so comfortable, so confident. They have the vision. They start the gold miner. I wonder if they're really wanting the gold payout or more just trying to bait Gankstars into a fight. It's going to be a 50-50 for this as Xenotech dives forward, but it's secured by Justman. A double impale. Araki, he's rooted, but a silence comes through. Xenotech, he swallows up Tricky, gets knocked down, and that's going to be Xenotech falling. Tricky lays down the herd. Jump Jet's about to come up as he goes over the wall. He's by himself. Crystal Sentry is doing the work, but Araki has to get the damage down. Oh, Versa Judgment knocked away. The Giphian Wall stops Rekt from laying that one down, but the Crystal Sentry's doing work. Araki's already going in, trying to find a kill. Justman, he is so low as his Doom. Oh, Tricky tries to find the kill, but it's just a shutdown going over to Araki.
It's just like you said, those EU sentries really doing a lot of work, kind of saving the bacon right there of Gankstars. And Araki, no fear at the end, finally does get a bit of luck, but we are still looking pretty sore in this of game number 4 right now, because Team Secret are still the ones aggressing. They're still the ones making the plays. Xenotech is still going down so quickly, and if he's not going to finish off into that Atlas, he is going to be going more into damage. Like, we're looking at something like 10-11 minutes for just the duo of the cooldown reduction online.
Many things have been said about Team Secret during their European VG8 split. Mainly this roster they brought to the Unified Western Live Championship, a Leonless roster once more, but perhaps the best Leonless roster that a team could have brought. Tricky and I'm the Doom have just been making the plays this series so far, and Justman being that consistent member for the team. They are looking to make Mowgli proud.
Like, this whole series, really was a big showcase of Team Secret just kind of evolving, right? They finally get a Lance. I mean, where was the Lance in the very first games? That was definitely a very Team Secret kind of thing, but now bringing it through, Justman is really showing that he's not rusty with this at all. They just had to change tactics. They took away Grumpjaws. Now they're up 2-1, but with a Lance coming in now, like those impales are starting to be just so lit.
And we're at 10 minutes now, and the gold lead here for Team Secret is 4,000. Starting up this gold miner once more, and they will be able to progress their gold lead further. Gankstars, they are starting to realize the severity of their situation forecourt. There's a Baron on Tricky. He's starting to scale up in towards a bit of a late game. Vox, one of the heroes that can deal with Baron in the late game, but they need to get that gold onto Araki Zoro.
And the gold's just not there. We're down, 4,000 gold at this point. If you take just a snapshot of Tricky versus Araki, right? Araki is still looking for that double sustain. All right, fine, 10 minutes in. Look at Tricky. Tricky has a Sora Blade, a breaking point. He's looking into crit at this point. We also have that reflex online. Tricky is just miles ahead.
Speaking of ahead, look at Doom versus Xenotech. It's just a Storm Crown on Xenotech. He's had to itemize into an Atlas Pauldron as his second tier 3, whereas I'm the Doom is being allowed to just build straight up damage. That's going to be Tricky diving forward with the jump jet, the on point, about 300 damage onto Araki. Ion Cannon about to fall. Tricky looking for the damage. Here comes Xenotech looking to find a kill. That's going to be a silence. They've swallowed up Doom. They're Tricky trying to escape, but it's Araki in trouble. Fountain isn't enough. Tricky going very low. He's going extremely low. He drops. Xenotech able to find the kill, but Doom finds the returner. A 2-for-1, and now Wrecked is the finisher. The dessert course here for Team Secret. Looking to find I'm the Doom. I'm the Doom. What's going on? He's just sitting still. It's going to be Wrecked finding a kill for himself. What an immense play there by Wrecked.
Here I am just even thinking, like, nah, this is not going to be the same case, right? The Crystal Sentry saved their bacon before. There's no way Rek can actually get out of this one alive, but he makes it happen. He gets those kills. He is dodging Justman left, right, and center. We need to see more of that if we're going to be coming back here from Gankstars, but just Araki, too far forward perhaps in some of these fights, but that round, he was definitely the focus. Eventually they made him pay for it. Tricky compared to the Araki, but then, like, I'm the Doom, it just does so much more damage than Xenotech. Rex somehow, skin of his teeth, what a god, made it just not at all as terrible as it could have been, but Gankstars are still looking pretty grim.
Rex is just the man himself. If that was the move that gets Gankstars back into the game, then the credit goes to him. So confident that he can carry his team to victory, and when he has such characters as Xenotech and Araki by his side, Gankstars, they're definitely a formidable opponent, but they need to start finding their feet in this game.
All right, so if that is going to be the moment for the comeback, yeah, Wrecked, MVP of the whole day. I don't even care about the next set of matches. I don't think you're going to beat that.
It's going to be a fight breaking out for court. Tricky has just purchased his monocle, so crit is there for him. That's a 3-item Baron here at 13 minutes, and at Gankstars, they've realized that they are not wanting to take on this 3-item Baron when Araki only has a Serpent Mask and a Poison Shiv to his name.
Now, even if Araki does, magically pick up a 3rd item in the next minute or so, which it's possible, it's just not likely at this point, you're still not looking nearly as powerful as Tricky at this point, right? We still have the positioning, not quite a big vision game here from Team Secret, but they are consistently pushing forward, doing rotations, and leaving down scout traps, just enough to know what everything is. Impale,
blocked by Araki Zoro, not going to find himself rooted, and off of that, Team Secret not going to even attempt a fight. I think that's good heads-up play from Team Secret to know that when Araki Zoro, their main target, has escaped, then fighting a Crystal Sentry is not the worth thing to do.
Oh, this could be dangerous,
right.
But there's not a jump there from Secret. They did not know Wrecked wasn't there, but he has treads to bring back here.
Tricky diving forward, but Wrecked with the treads. Oh, damage onto Araki. That's a lot. Turret going down. Tricky, you need to be careful. Giffy and Moore going to stun Xenotech, but they're on to Tricky. Jump jets away. He's in the burst. That's a lot of damage. They're going to swallow up Doom, and Doom trying to get away, but I don't think he can. Oh, the on-point shield. He's over the wall. Can he escape this? I don't know if he can. Crystal Sentry in Europe. It gets its revenge.
Oh, I got to come out here more often. These sentries are fire, but that was actually just such a great stuff from Xenotech to bring I'm the Doom out of that one. Like, there's no Aegis there, right? I'm the Doom has built up the damage. He has himself that Atlas to go with Justman. It's double Atlas on both sides yet again, but that Swallow was really the defining moment of that one.
Now Xenotech completing his aftershock as well. The 15-minute mark, say hello to the Kraken, and the replay, we have to watch it.
Yeah, well, Tricky and Justman off to the right? Rekt is making sure they can't come to the savior here of Doom. And Doom, I mean, it was a great move to go over the wall, but the Sentry has all vision, it seems.
Yeah, all-seeing, all-knowing. Do not mess with the Crystal Sentries. That's the rule we've learned today here at this Unified Western Live Championship. Let's take stock forecourt. It's been an action-packed game, but let's see where we're at. 4,500 gold in the lead for Team Secret. Tricky with the coin for himself, almost at that double monocles stage. Araki has finally finished his breaking point as well, so the damage now for Gankstars is there.
Well, the damage is there for Araki. The bigger thing for me is that Xenotech finally has his 2 to go. He also has that infusion sitting there as well, so if we find a fight, Gangstar still have a chance.
This is a great area to fight when your Lance and Rekt is getting just that. Xenotech gonna dive forward. They're looking to get onto Tricky, and Tricky's getting bursted down. Tricky gets taken on out by Xenotech. I'm the Doom gets swallowed up, stuffed in the belly of a Xenotech as he chases onto Justman, but I'm the Doom's not done. Rose offensive away is just not enough. Gangsstars with their items looking for an ace, and the ace is theirs.
Yeah, I call about tunnel vision here for Gankstars. Yeah, let's talk about I'm the Doom right there. Just sticking on top of Rekt, leaving his Tricky, and the Tricky gets hit hard by Xenotech, by Araki Zoro. Turns it into a 2v2 as Rekt does go down eventually, but then the Swallow comes through, right? 2v1 into basically another 2v1 as I'm the Doom does go down. Justman coming back with the impale basically seals his own fate from there, and Gankstars pick up a Kraken on top of it.
A Kraken, a turret, an ace. Everything that has just been said is void. Gankstars with a huge advantage now for them. The 3,000 gold lead that Team Secret are holding above Gankstars' head means nothing at this stage, as Gankstars are feeling confident enough to start taking fights.
Xenotech actually might become a little bit more unstoppable as time goes on. If I'm the Doom does not do anything up against Xenotech, look at the double armor he set himself up for here. Not only that, he has living armor on top of him, so Tricky is going to be having to deal with Xenotech in his face again and again.
This is going to be the first turret the Kraken looking to take here. Gankstars looking to match their stats. Let's see if they can push it forward. First turret to go down, and the Kraken, it's taken a beating. That's a lot of crit going down. That's going to be a stuffed not taking anyone out. A huge down. Rekt with the burst is going to get crucibled. Ion Cannon on top of the Kraken. Silence comes out. No damage onto Araki. Cannot deal with the Ion Cannon. Team Secret, they stop the Kraken from taking the choke. Do they have War Treads? No, they do not. Means the chase here is hard for Team Secret. They're pushing Gankstars right on back to their base, but they will give up foot and perhaps look to take a sentry instead.
Well, at least they're going to be taking out this trend, but they do stop up the push. That's absolutely huge because Team Secret pick up a lot of gold from that one, and that's not going to be, some... I'm sorry, Dowsy's making some funny faces over here, but the turret push was stopped. The Kraken dead in his tracks. A lot of cash forked over to Secret there.
So the funny face has a reason for court. Tricky had the gold in his back pocket to get his second Tyrant's monocle and complete his weapon power build. Instead, prioritizing into an Aegis is obviously showing respect to Xenotech and the damage he's outputting.
Yep, the stuff has really started to turn things around here for Gankstars. Justman has that Crucible on top of it, but I'm the Doom is going to go into their own Shiv at this point, just really trying to bring down that self-sustaining Araki Zoro.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. If I'm the Doom can stick onto Araki Zoro, take him down, cut down the hill, then that is going to be crucial.
Here
comes the engage. I'm the Doom, starting to apply the mortal wounds. Araki taking damage. Tricky so safe. Burst of Judgment goes out. The silence is there.
Close.
That's the fountain. I'm the Doom's healing. Tricky laying down the damage. They're looking. Impale. Rekt caught up. That's the on point, but he's still alive. And Team Secret, the energy low. They cannot look for a re-engage. Everyone walks away wondering how no one died.
I didn't see the health at the end there for I'm the Doom, but it couldn't have been more than 50. Like, he just could have been sneezed on by anyone. He would have been the one to draw, but they have got a really curb down, and they did this time, because I'm the Doom so low, they didn't tunnel vision it. They didn't chase for the kill. Tricky was starting to amount the damage at that point, and Gankstars have really learned their lesson on that one. They cannot just keep running into Tricky. At this stage of the game, he can bring them to their knees.
20 minutes forecourt.
Wrecked has triple armor. Triple armor with 2 tier 3s.
The Inotech has almost done the same with the double. There's no defensive against I'm the Doom, and he's just not finding the damage here. He needs to be doing so. They haven't itemized anything against him. Earlier, when talking to Justman, he said it's on I'm the Doom to be the rock for the team. A Kraken being started up. This is so risky by Team Secret. They're looking to commit. Ion kind of gonna go down. Wrecked with the Atlas on.
Oh,
and the Kraken still comes through for Gangstar. They're looking to make the fight. They've got the regen. Xenotech dives forward. Doom is low. Can Team Secret turn it? Araki goes very low as well. Xenotech in the middle of it. He's taking a lot of damage. That's gonna be the root, but can they commit? Kill goes to Doom. Tricky diving forward. They're looking for Araki, but they cannot get on top of him. Instead, they settle for Wreck. The Kraken may have been won by Gankstars, but Team Secret will not be dealing with a push.
Even with all of that armor, it's still not enough. Not when another sentry is also involved on that one, but fine. The Kraken's stolen out. That's the only silver lining here for Gankstars. They can't get a kill, but at least they're not going to get pushed down. They do take the choke point turret. They've opened up the base. If Gankstars can get one kill at the 21-minute mark plus, they will be able to finish out, but they are still struggling so mightily up against Tricky.
There's the Tyrant Monocle. Tricky has completed his weapon damage build. The music forecourt, it's menacing, but imagine what music is playing in the heads of all of these players. Team Secret steps away from becoming history, and Gankstars, of course, being steps away from stopping that from being a reality, a nightmare for North America.
The nightmare is still actually very real at this point, at least from our side of the pond here, Dowsy. But Gankstars, 5,000 gold, 6,000 gold between these teams. We're going to have a few minutes more until the Kraken comes through. Gankstars not very interested in contesting much. You know, once you pass the 40,000 gold mark, really the money difference does not become too much of an issue, because we do have multiple completed builds, at least into the 5-item state. But so much armor on top of Xenotech, wrecked into the triple. Justman actually following suit for his side, and now look at the flank.
Team Secret looking for the flank indeed. Gankstars, they're not aware of it. What can they do? First auto attack, they're charging forward. That's going to be Doom straight onto Araki, but look at the damage that's going down onto Doom. He's getting melted. Fountain, right timing. Tricky, he dives onto Araki.
Oh.
He doesn't quite have the damage, though. It's Xenotech has followed him. Wreck takes down Doom. Here comes Tricky. He is just going to get focused right on down.
GG.
Goes to Xenotech. GG perhaps. Gankstars are chasing. They've got 2 turrets to go through, and now they're turning towards the base. 30 seconds on Doom, 40 seconds on Tricky. Gankstars with time to play with.
All right, we started that fight off with Wrecked just rushing right into Tricky. Thought maybe perhaps he lost control of everything, but no. He was looking for the Atlas. He got that Atlas, but he couldn't really seem to find a good situation. Justman is going to try his best here for the defense, and he will. He will, but there is a Kraken that is going to be in the wings here soon enough, and there's still 18 seconds for Tricky to come back up. But there's a big problem with that last fight, Dowsy. That last fight, Wrecked was a big target. You saw I'm the Doom. He was down so low. Justman rolled right through Wrecked, hit him with the Githian, and that put the Versa Judgment into the kill range of I'm the Doom. That was not the communication that Team Secret needed for that kill.
Well, the Kraken is going down very quickly, but Justman is looking to be the savior.
He steals this.
Oh, the Impale doesn't quite go across the wall. Secured by Xenotech there. Kraken now to push for Gankstars.
I'm just still reeling from that fight. Like, Team Secret, I really do think if I'm the Doom had not been in that Versa Judgment. If Rek had not got knocked by Just Men into that kill zone, it could have been a very different fight. But at the same time, Gankstars, they might not have been able to push down, but there's still a Kraken here, and that Kraken will force at least Team Secret to reveal themselves.
Well, the flare does reveal Gangsstars. Here come the Gangsstars looking to push down. They haven't had quite such success with their turret pushes on Kraken, but the third for them this game. A stuffed onto Tricky. They've got to go forward, try and get him out of there. Tricky is out, jump jets away. They're looking to fight. Tricky looking to lay down the damage, and I'm the Doom's causing trouble here for Araki. Has to escape. The fountain available. Just Man can go for it. Impaled down, but let's not forget the Kraken. Tricky onto Araki. Can he get the kill? Give me a wall. That's him dead. That's the main damage, and now Team Secret are going to look to finish this one off. Xenotech takes down I'm the Doom, but Rex will fall. A double. Xenotech gets a double. He wants this game. He cannot believe
Go for the core. Go for the core.
He's looking to finish it. They're not done here, Gangsstars. They're taking us to a fifth. I don't think Just Man can defend the base against a Kraken and a Grubjaw. Which one of those is worse? He's given up. We're going to Game 5.
Game 5 hype, Dowsy. Team Secret not able to clinch the deal in that reverse. The Gankstars get the first win. 2 go over to Secret, and now